Today, we're going to dive into the astrology of this solar eclipse at 20 degrees Leo. Hello, I am Luna B, an astrologer, a yoga therapist, and a retreat leader. And whoever I speak to are feeling the change in the air. So, what changes are you observing within yourself? What is being called forward to your attention? The eclipses are not gentle. So, what is an eclipse? An eclipse is when the moon crosses over the sun and blocks the light of the sun. It's an incredible thing to actually witness an eclipse. So this one from where I live will not be visible. I live in Montreal, Canada. It won't be visible, but it is a complete full eclipse. And therefore we'll have about 2.5 minutes where the moon will completely block out the sunlight. So when you think about it, the sun is our life force. It is our main illuminary of light here on Earth. So when it is being blocked, what it's inviting us into is, what are we not seeing? What is it that is blocking our own light? This brings up the shadow of what maybe we are suppressing or repressing. And then there is this energy of rebirth when the light comes back on. And eclipses are erratic energy, so we get to really be more mindful on August 12th, what we are doing, how we are, maybe we'll be more reactive than usual. And this isn't only on August 12th. So we feel eclipses 2 weeks before the eclipse takes place, and really up to 6 months on either side of an eclipse, because there is such a strong, potent energy. But definitely 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after this eclipse portal is taking place. Eclipses always come in twos, in sets of twos. So this one is a Leo solar eclipse. It is a new moon. And following on August 27th, we're going to be having a partial lunar eclipse at Pisces at 4 degrees. So that'll be August 27th. So during this period, we are in the portal of the eclipses. This is a time of accelerated growth, opportunity of reflection, inviting us into this next journey of the Leo Aquarius lunar node collective soul growth that we're all being called forward into. So let's talk about Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. So having the sun blocked by the moon is already a very significant energy at this time. Leo, it is a south node eclipse, and so it's inviting us to really reflect about our relationship to our own inner light and how we shine. Are we shining for our individual ego, or are we shining a light with our gifts for the collective good? Because Aquarius is where we are being asked to grow into right now. We have the north node, the lunar north node in Aquarius, and that is for the collective growth. The giving our gifts for the collective. Understanding how our light, how our energy impacts the all. And for Leos often, they are playful, they are adventurous, they are courageous leaders. And when they are acting in their highest, they bring the magnetism and light. But the shadow side of Leo is drama, or that it's all about them. They are like the center stage, and it's all about me, me, me. The ego of a Leo, when it's in its shadow, is only acting for egoic purposes. So maybe at this time, you have also been given opportunities to recognize how you have been showing up and how your light is being either invited to shine brighter. Or maybe for some of you, you are feeling burnt out. I actually feel that a lot of the Leos I have been speaking to have been feeling overheated. They have been feeling depleted. Their nervous systems are feeling hardwired at the moment, and they're more agitated than usual. So they're really being invited and called forward to redefining how they get to show up. So the nodes will be at 29 degrees, and the eclipse is taking place at 20 degrees. So we have the 29 degrees south node, and the eclipse is at 20 degrees, the new moon at 20 degrees of Leo. So check in your chart where you have that range anywhere between, I would say, 15 to 25 degrees of fixed signs, because for you, the fixed signs, this is really going to have a greater impact. So that is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. And also regarding the nodes, because the nodes are at 29 degrees Leo and Aquarius, the mutable signs as well. So Virgo, Pisces, if you are having, any planets around 0 degrees, 1 degrees, 2 degrees, you're still going to be very much impacted by this eclipse. And we just are completing, 19 months of growth on the Virgo Pisces axis. And I would say it's not 100% complete, because our next full moon eclipse is in Pisces at 4 degrees. So I love that we're having this full moon in Pisces right after this Leo new moon. They feel to me, when I'm thinking about it, really opposite energies. Leo is a fire sign. Pisces is a water mutable sign. And Pisces is still reminding us at this time, what is all the soul growth you've been working on? Where have you been learning to trust? Where have you been learning to surrender? Where have you grown spiritually? So do not forget all the lessons of the past 19 months. And whenever we have a full moon, it's inviting us into the fullness, the illuminosity, really seeing clearly the work that you've been doing and letting go of things that no longer serve. And that's always the energy of a full moon, and especially when we're dealing with an eclipse. And right before the Pisces eclipse, I'll do another video, but we're going to have a Mercury Cazimi. And it's going to be, to me, a special time of really download of messages from the universe to guide ourselves forward. This is a beautiful time. It is also a time of heightened energy, so be very mindful of your reactions, being mindful of taking pauses. Whenever we're dealing with fire and air energy, it's more reactive, it's bolder, it's more interruptive. And we are in the end of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's hot. And we've been collecting the heat within our body throughout the summer. So cooling practices, bring yourself into a body of water, stick your toes into cool water, drink lots of water with lemon. All the cooling techniques that you could bring in at this time will support just the collective of not being fried, charged, overreactive. Being more mindful of fires. We've also had a lot of fires, forest fires, being mindful if you're lighting fires, safety and of the collective. So I am wishing you a sacred day. We are in the portal. Be gentle with yourself. And I see that my screen is a little frozen. It's heated, just like everything in the energy right now. I'm offering eclipse readings as well, so reach out if you want to go deeper into how this is directly impacting you and your soul growth. Namaste, Brandy.